let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep into something, well, really universal, something we all experience but probably rarely think about strategically. Waiting.
Hmm.
Think about it, whether you're in a doctor's office, a bank, maybe just calling customer service, those moments, just waiting. They can really define your whole experience.
Absolutely.
So we're talking about queue management systems today, and importantly, how they're not just about managing lines anymore. It's really about transforming the customer experience.
Right from the ground up.
Exactly. Now, our sources for this deep dive are a collection of really insightful articles and research from a company called Quanti. They seem to be right at the forefront of this.
They are indeed.
Our mission here, well, it's to cut through the noise, pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge, give you a shortcut to understanding why waiting matters so much for customer satisfaction, and honestly, uncover some surprising facts.
And what's truly fascinating here, if we zoom out a bit, is how much more complex waiting has actually become.
More complex? How so?
Yeah. Well, it's no longer just this passive interval. It's an active part of the customer journey.
Ah, okay.
And it needs managing not just for, say, efficiency, but for perception, for the emotional impact. And ultimately, it's about building trust in a brand.
Trust, right. So it's moving from just a queue to a real strategic touch point.
Precisely.
Oh.
And that's the shift businesses are grappling with now.
That's a really crucial distinction. Let's start with something super relatable, because honestly, we've all been there.
Mm-hmm.
Picture like the busiest waiting room you can imagine, or a customer service area on a peak day. You see people checking their watches, tapping on their phones, maybe a few asking staff how much longer. Just that general vibe.
That atmosphere, yeah.
That atmosphere of like disorder and frustration contained.
Right.
It feels like a silent killer of customer satisfaction. But what are the deeper costs beyond just the obvious inefficiency?
You've hit on a really critical point there. That atmosphere, it creates these hidden costs.
Hidden costs, okay.
Yeah.
It's not just about the lost time in the moment. It leads to customers who just don't come back
Right.
or who won't recommend your business. And it slowly kind of erodes your brand image. I mean, consider this stat. Over 70% of customers say that a long, disorganized wait negatively impacts their whole perception of a brand.
70%. That's huge.
It really is. But it's not just external, it also really wears down your staff.
Ah, the internal impact too.
Exactly. They're trying their best, often in chaotic, maybe under-resourced situations. And more deeply, that feeling of being ignored or undervalued while waiting, it triggers actual anxiety and stress,
Yeah, I can see that.
which makes people less receptive even to great service when they finally get it. It's a psychological burden that businesses, frankly, too often overlook.
Wow, 70% is staggering, and tying it to that psychological impact, yeah, that puts it in perspective. It really shows how much modern customer expectations have shifted.
Dramatically.
It's not enough to just provide the service anymore, is it? Customers expect this carefully crafted experience.
That's the key word, experience.
They seem to be looking for, well, several things now. Comfort simple, frictionless processes, personalization interactions tailored to them,
Right.
rapidity, timely responses, clear solutions,
Essential.
and crucially, coherence experiences that feel aligned across every single touch point, online, phone, in person.
It all has to connect.
So if these are the rising expectations, how are businesses, maybe failing to meet them? And what's the real implication for those who don't adapt?
Well, they're often failing by still treating waiting as just this unavoidable evil.
Instead of an opportunity.
Exactly, instead of seeing it as an opportunity. And the implication is pretty severe. Businesses risk losing not just single transactions, but that long-term loyalty, their competitive edge.
Right.
I mean, the source material highlights that companies really prioritizing customer experience achieve up to 80% more customer retention.
80% more retention. That's
Yeah.
a powerful incentive.
It really is. When customers feel respected, valued, they don't just come back.
Yeah.
They become advocates.
Makes sense.
And the traditional sort of ad hoc way of handling queues, it just can't deliver on these modern demands. It turns potential loyalty straight into frustration.
That retention stat alone should make every business leader, well, sit up and take notice.
You'd think so.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Because the core solution that's emerging, it's not just a digital sign or one of those little buzzers.
No, not anymore.
We're talking about a comprehensive queue management system, or QMS. So how is a modern QMS fundamentally different from, the old ticket machine?
That's a great question because, yeah, the term QMS can be a bit misleading if you're thinking the old ways.
Right.
It's not just a basic ticket dispenser. A modern QMS is really a comprehensive technological strategy
Okay.
designed to manage the entire customer flow, reducing both the perceived wait time
Perception again?
and the actual wait time, plus optimizing staff performance and drastically improving the whole customer experience. It's about being proactive, not reactive.
Proactive. Got it. What kind of tech are we talking about here?
We're seeing quite sophisticated technologies integrated now. Things like interactive kiosks, so customers can register themselves autonomously.
Okay.
Dynamic digital displays for real-time updates, information.
Keeping people informed.
Exactly. And mobile apps that really empower users to manage their queue remotely, maybe even before they arrive. This means businesses move from just, reactively handling a line to actively orchestrating the customer's journey.
Orchestrating the customer journey. I like that phrase. It implies much more control, more intention.
It does.
And it really empowers the customer, doesn't it? Imagine registering for a service from your phone on the way to the branch.
Or using a kiosk when you walk in.
Yeah. And then you get real-time notifications about your spot in line or updates if there's an unexpected delay. That transforms the uncertainty, the anxiety of waiting into something transparent, respectful, and frankly, just far less stressful.
Totally. You're not just passively waiting anymore. You're informed. You're involved.
You feel like your time is respected.
Exactly. It's a fundamental shift from that reactive model where you're just scrambling to manage crowds to a truly proactive one.
Right.
Where customer needs are anticipated and the service processes are actually designed around their comfort and satisfaction.
And this isn't just for, say, retail, right?
Oh, not at all. It's crucial for any customer-centric organization today. Banks, hospitals, public agencies, telecom.
Pretty much anywhere people wait.
You got it.
Yeah.
It moves beyond just efficiency to actively enhancing the customer's perception of the whole interaction, turning potentially negative moments into positive brand touchpoints.
Okay, so a QMS clearly has individual benefits, useful tools. But what's really striking from the sources is that the true power isn't in these tools operating in silos.
Absolutely not. That's a common pitfall.
Yeah, they emphasize that this fragmentation of systems, like one system for appointments, another for chat, another for the walk-in queue, that can actually create more frustration.
It really can. It breaks the journey, like building half a bridge, as you said.
So how do we bridge that gap then? How do we connect everything?
That's the core challenge. And the market is now demanding we stop thinking in isolated tools and start building intelligent, interconnected ecosystems.
Ecosystems.
Yeah. Quanti, for instance, talks about their ecosystem of experience. It's built on 4 fundamental pillars, all designed to work together in harmony.
Okay.
It's about creating that single, unbroken thread through the whole customer journey.
Okay, let's break down those pillars. This is where we see that orchestration really come alive. Maybe, let's use an example. Imagine Sarah, busy parent, needs to open a bank account. How does this ecosystem help her?
Excellent idea. Makes it concrete. So Sarah's journey starts with pillar 1, smart scheduling.
Okay.
Instead of just calling or hoping for a walk-in slot, Sarah books her appointment from wherever she prefers, the bank's app, website, maybe even WhatsApp.
Convenient.
Very. And crucially, this booking isn't just a calendar note. It creates a kind of passport for her journey.
A passport.
Yeah, her details, why she's visiting, any documents needed, it's all preloaded, accessible, so she doesn't need to repeat her story over and over again.
So no more arriving for your appointment and still having to explain everything to 3 different people?
Exactly. That's huge for comfort, for personalization, especially for someone like Sarah, probably juggling a million things.
Definitely. What happens when she gets to the bank?
Okay, so Sarah arrives, and we move to pillar 2, queue and turn management. Because she's already sort of checked in digitally via her appointment.
The system knows her.
The system instantly recognizes her. Digital signage might welcome her by name, confirm her turn, guide her subtly, keeps her informed about the expected wait.
Transparency again.
Key. Turns uncertainty into a respectful process. She knows where she stands.
But what if, life happens, an earlier appointment runs long, there's an unexpected delay? That's where the 3rd pillar comes in, proactive communication.
You got it. Because nothing kills the experience like sitting there wondering what's going on.
Totally.
So the system monitors the flow. It sees a delay building up for Sarah's appointment and boom, automatically sends her an SMS or a WhatsApp message.
Like what?
Something like, "Hi Sarah, your appointment is running about 10 minutes behind schedule, but we're almost ready for you."
That makes such a difference.
It transforms potential frustration into actually a demonstration of care. It might even offer her an option to reschedule easily or suggest grabbing a coffee nearby.
Nice touch.
This communication can continue via follow-up survey, reminders for future interactions. It makes her feel valued, in control, not just forgotten in a waiting room.
Yeah, knowing rather than wondering changes everything.
Okay, so scheduling, queue management, proactive communication. What ties it all together? What gives the business the smarts to improve?
That's the fourth pillar, and maybe the brain of the whole operation, analytics and data.
The data piece.
Yeah, this pillar pulls together all the information gathered, from Sarah's first booking, her wait time, the service she got, her feedback, everything.
A complete picture. A true 360-degree vision. It lets the bank optimize operations, answer critical questions like, when are our peak times, which services are most popular, where are the bottlenecks?
Okay, useful for efficiency.
But here's where it gets really insightful. It helps predict trends.
Predict?
Yeah. Forecast peak times, for example. So managers can staff up before the rush even starts, before frustration begins. Shifting from just reacting to intelligently anticipating customer flow.
That is powerful. Moving from reaction to prediction. Okay, I can really see how these pieces fit together now for Sarah. Her online appointment connects to the kiosk. Proactive messages handle delays. And all that data feeds back into making things smarter next time.
It's a closed loop of continuous improvement, making every interaction feel purposeful.
And that loop presumably leads to better business outcomes.
Directly. Significant ones. Improved queue management, you reduce that waiting anxiety we talk about.
Right.
You empower customers with control, you project a modern, organized image. All of that strengthens the brand-customer relationship.
Which means loyalty.
Exactly. Lasting loyalty, turning those frustrating moments into genuine opportunities for connection.
So let's spell out the benefits. For the business, it's clear. Increased customer retention. That 80% figure comes back.
Yep. Huge retention gains.
More positive recommendations, standing out from competitors, optimizing resources, better staff efficiency.
Right. Staff can focus on quality service, not just crowd control.
Makes their jobs better too, I imagine.
Definitely. And for the customer, it means smoother, more respectful interactions, more trust in the brand, maybe more relevant offers because the bank actually understands their journey.
Consistent satisfaction. It really sounds like a win-win.
It genuinely can be. And the critical role of data analytics and insights, it really can't be overstated.
The brain, as you called it.
Yeah. A QMS isn't just a front-end fix. It's a data goldmine. It generates incredibly valuable insights into customer behavior.
Beyond just wait times.
Oh, yeah. Peak times, average waits, sure. But also which services are most requested, where are the common pain points, even staff performance at different touch points.
Wow.
This lets companies adjust hours, allocate staff better, personalize offers, make truly data-driven decisions to constantly refine their service. It's the strategic intelligence piece.
And it's worth repeating, isn't it, that it's not just about actual time saved, but the perception of waiting.
Critically important. The psychological impact is huge.
Our sources highlight this, saying a well-designed system can cut the perception of wait time by up to 40%.
40%. Just by making the wait feel controlled, informed, maybe even valuable.
That's a massive psychological win. And apparently over 65% of consumers see reduced wait times as critical for a positive experience.
It makes sense. It's about transforming what used to be dead time into an active, respected part of the interaction.
And you mentioned this applies broadly, not just banks.
Incredibly versatile.
Yeah.
We're seeing this approach revolutionize experiences in healthcare, getting patients seen efficiently, reducing anxiety.
Yeah. Banking, obviously. Telecoms, retail, public services, even logistics.
Everywhere there's a queue, basically.
Pretty much. It shows that managing customer flow is this universal challenge, but there are sophisticated, adaptable solutions now.
And the innovation keeps going.
Oh yeah. The sources mention things like configuring service rating moments during the journey, not just after.
Ah, real-time feedback.
Multi-site screens so managers can see and manage queues across different branches, even auto-calling customers forward for appointments, all designed to make it even smoother, more integrated.
So wrapping this up, what does this all really mean for us?
Well,
it seems pretty clear that in today's world, respecting customer time, understanding their psychology around waiting, and orchestrating this seamless, transparent journey, It's not just a nice to have anymore.
No, it's absolutely a strategic imperative.
For any business that wants to, well, not just survive, but really thrive and build that lasting loyalty.
And this raises, I think, an important question. When you consider all these advancements, the tech, the focus on experience,
It really highlights that the future of business success isn't solely about the product or the service itself anymore.
but about the journey.
Exactly. It's about understanding and truly valuing every single minute of that customer's journey, making every interaction purposeful, transparent, and ultimately human-centered.
So, a final thought for everyone listening. Think about your own experiences waiting. Maybe for something mundane like coffee or something really important like a doctor's appointment. How could the principles we've talked about today, transparency, personalization, proactive communication, how could they transform those moments, even the simple ones, for you and maybe for the people you interact with too? And what might that tell us about the broader value we place on time itself?